Hello guys, and welcome back to Thicker Gravy. We're doing week 5 of the Damn Draft League battle. Not doing my face cam this week because I'm not feeling well. Just been a bit of a rough weekend and just not been able to really do much. Which is why my other video before this has probably been uploaded later than it should have been. But we're going to be talking about our team and what we're going to be bringing today. Now this is a very sun-heavy trick room potential team that we're going to be going up against. I'm just making sure I am on week 5. All the mons were the right ones, but I was making sure I brought the right setups. But yeah, bring in Dragon Knight. Not the same set. It's pretty much the same set as we've done this other weeks. We changed Iron Head for Earthquake, and I'm going to change Dragon Claw just to Outrage, just in case we need to click into it. It's not really there for anything in particular, just bulky. Not running multi-scale this time, just inner focus to get around Fake Out, as well as the Intimidate that is going to be on this team. Now, Undertaker Chien Pao, probably one of our main sources of damage for this week. It's going to allow us to break through with Sword of Ruin, as well as there being a few, I say Sun team, but a lot of them are either stuff like Walking Wake, which is going to be a bit of a problem, as well as a few grass type mons like Sui and Lilligant. But yeah, Terror Ghost just to get around any Fake Out and stuff. Ice Spinner, Crunch, Sacred Sword. Next, we've got Sudoku. A weird set that I'm running. I usually run a Trick Room set on this. But this time I've decided to go kind of full all-out damage, and I'm running Big Nugget Fling. Now, I'm hoping this works out for me. It's an interesting set. Bringing Shadow Claw and then play her off mainly Walking Wake, just in case we need to attack into it. Terragrass, just in case they go for Sleep Powder on this. Next is Incineroar, running Safety Goggles and Terra-type Water. Got Fake Out, Party Shot, Knockoff and Flare Blitz, just running it same as always, bulky. Gonna inflict stuff with Intimidate, which there is a King Gambit on here, but I'm not super worried about that, but it's probably gonna come just because they know I like to run my Intimidate. Knockoff is huge. I should also mention the Fling and like the Shadow Claw and stuff. These are for I believe it's Azelf on this team, as well as Hatterene. I believe it's Azelf. Just to be able to make sure we guarantee kill, especially when Chien Powder's on the board. It guarantees kill, as long as we don't get killed right off the back pretty much, or get knocked off. Next, VV, Covert Cloak, Air/Volt Switch, Tailwind Protect. Running competitive, there's no big electric types on this team that is going to just damage our mons, so Volt Absorb isn't as useful here. But competitive, they do have Scrafty with Intimidate, which could allow us to be very, very good. And last but not least, Iron Ball Ursaluna. This is, if Trick Room does get set up, this can come in and it is slower than everything that isn't the Torkoal, I believe, at minimum speed. I've also realised I've got 76 points that I've just not put anywhere. I should put that into my special defense at the minute, just in case Torkoal is the one that comes out. We are, of course, going to be lacking some of the damage, especially without Terra-type Normal. But Terra-type Fire means that we can survive a Eruption and be able to fire back with attacks to ourselves if the Torkoal is out. Anyway, that's it for the team. We shall get right into the battle in 1 second. Alright guys, we are in with the team. They are got two different, well, one main mode, which is going to be Trick Room. But they also have the Grassy Surge potentially. Now I did bring Ice Spinner just in case. That was the choice. I'm just making sure I remember these Terra types. So we got Water on the Hatterene, Ghost on Scrafty, Fire on the Torkoal, of course, Rock for the Lilligant, Flying for the Bishop, and Rock for the Grookey. Now I think we are good. I'm going to lead with Chien-Pao and Sadako here. And I'm going to have Ursaluna in the back this first game just in case. And Incineroar. Lead with the Thwackey and the Hatterene. So to get the Grassy Surge up. This thing is probably... I'm going to just Terra Ghost off the bat and Ice Spin it into it. And I'm just going to hit this with a Shadow Claw. I imagine he has to Terra one of his Mons here. Just so both of them probably don't die. I'm just going to try and not overthink it. They didn't Ice Spinner, so that gets rid of the grassy terrain. They just go for the knockoff. It's going to see my big nugget. Shadow Claw is going to do decent damage as it goes for Dazzling Gleam, which is going to do okay damage here. But now I can just go for... I didn't go for the Trick Room here. I'm just going to Sacred Sword into this slot. And I'm just going to Shadow Claw again. We are faster. Sacred Sword, I'm thinking just in case he goes for a switch. You might have King Gambit in the back. Which, if he gets this up, then Trick Room is not going to be set up here. He just goes for the Protect here. We'll just go for the Sacred Sword. Knock out the Grookey. The Suian Lilligant is coming in now. We are faster off the bat. It's got to be Torkoal in the back, I believe. I'm going to switch this into Incineroar here. I'm just going to try and Shadow Claw. Do I care about Chien-Pao going down if it's Torkoal in the back? Probably not. I'm just going to go into both of them. See if he Terras. Or what was the Terra on this? It was Terra Rock. I mean, if I get chip damage on it, it does go into the Torkoal, so this one's going to be faster. Is it going for Sleep Powder? Just the Ice Spinner, which isn't enough damage. We drop it down to Sash. And Torkoal gets some damage off as well. Now... so we know he has the Hatterene in the back still. I'm just going to crunch the Lilligant here. And I'm just going to Protect. Goes for the After You. This is fine, I believe. We can bring this in. We get an attack drop here. We can just fake out this slot. And we can just go for a Shadow Claw into Goat Coal here. Because we know it's down to 1 HP, it's just going to die to the fake out. But we know that Sadako probably doesn't probably still should come just in case of the Trick Room potential. But I'm okay as Mimikyu goes down here. What could he do though? I mean, the Hatterene is still very low. The thing is, everything, he just goes back out into the Hatterene here. Just goes back for the Eruption, that is fine. We can just bring in our backup Ursaluna, which is going to be probably slower than this here. So we just want to knock off into this slot, because we should be the fastest here. Should be, unless for some reason this Hatterene is full speed. And I'm just going to go for the Blood Moon into the Goat Pole slot. Yeah. Yeah, knockoff is neutral, so it's fine. And then just Blood Moon just to make sure we get the KO. Just goes for the Protect, which is fine. We get the Blood Moon off. Now, this thing possibly has Sleep Powder, so I just need to make sure I kill this first. I'm just going to knock off. It doesn't matter what I use into it, I'm just going to knock off into it and go for the Protect. Notice Sash. It's possible that this doesn't have Protect because he just switched out on the Fake Out instead of protecting it. And we only know that this has Dazzling Gleam at the minute. But if I kill this Lilligant, then the buy is 100% won. I just need to get through this turn. Yeah, he goes for the close combat into the Ursaluna, as I just go for the knockoff just to make sure I finish it off. And that should be game number 1. As I could just go for a knockoff into this. And it does not matter what I do use here. So that is first game 1. I can ready up and we can go into game number 2. Now, do I want to switch it up for game number 2 here? Also, I'm just going to do this, just so I remember. I'm going to guess they go for a more Trick Room orientated setup instead of the Lilligant. Although the Lilligant was a huge problem for us. Like, Ursaluna was good there, but probably not needed. I think I can just lead Chien-Pao and Dragonite. I'll lead Chien-Pao and Incineroar. And I'm going to have Dragonite. There's no Walking Wake. And I'll have Exodia in the back in case the Trick Room does get set up. Hatterene comes in. We get an Intimidate off. Omni-Man has the Eject Pack, so it just switches out. Which is good because he's not going to get the Fake Out off. The Lilligant comes in. I'm going to Terra Ghost again and go for the Ice Spinner into this slot. Or do I want to... Yeah, I think I just want to ice spin it into this slot and go for fake out onto Alex. I don't know what this item is that it has, right? We didn't find out in this game. Covert cloak. So fake out's not going to work. I'm actually just going to ice spinner and fake out this slot. I'm assuming they go for the trick room, right? Yeah. Torkoal can just come in here. I'm going to go for a protect into this slot here. And I'm going to parting shot the Torkoal here. Eruption's going to do huge damage, but it's resisted at least. And we live the Dazzling Gleam. We get the parting shot off. Now I can go into Ursaluna here. Now I'm going to go for... We protected last turn. I'm going to go for the crunch into this slot. I'm going to Terrify it and just Blood Moon this Torkoal. I imagine it'll be shocked to see that my Ursaluna is slower than... Got a crit. Oh, that crit is huge on him. I do kill the Torkoal. He goes for the Dazzling Gleam, which thankfully Ursaluna lives. I'm just going to send in Incineroar here. I'm just going to fake out Onua. I'm just going to go for the protect here as well. They just go for the double protect here. Now I'm going to switch. I can't really switch into Dragonite here. I don't think I can anyway. Now I'm going to switch into Dragonite. I'm going to load up my calc quickly. I'm going to type in Batterine into my Ursaluna. A Blood Moon does not kill with 4 HP. So maybe I want to go for the knockoff into Alex and just go for the Blood Moon just to get as much damage as I can. Still does a huge chunk of damage. We live. We should... This thing's going to be slower than us. Now is where thankfully this comes out. What do I want to lock myself into here? Probably Brick Break is going to be doing the most damage. I just got to Brick Break Alex first. He goes for the protect. Got the knockoff. It gets rid of the choice band. What else has this thing got? Detect and knock off at the minute. I'm just going to go for the extreme speed into Alex. He might go for the double protector, and if he gets it, I probably lose. That's the only thing I could think of that he can do. But I really need to get rid of this battery in here, otherwise it is very dangerous mind games for me. Yeah, he did go for the double protect. We just E-speed, we take it out. Knockoff is doing 14% here. We need to see how much Brick Break is doing. He just goes for the protect here. Brick Break is doing 46%. I think we win this just about. Unless he gets a crit? I think a crit would kill. I'm not sure what the percentage. Nah, I think we live one crit. This is like the closest game I've had all season. You just go for the detect. He's just buying time with the PP, but I've got too much PP on Brick Break for... See, the detect doesn't do anything. Oh, thank God, I don't get the... He doesn't get the crit, and I can just Brick Break. And I think that's game, thankfully. Unless he's got something in the locker I don't know about. That was a really, really close game. Number 2 there. Thankfully I get the win, and I'm gonna have to check it. I might put a little bit on after this to see where we are in the standings, but that might lock up playoffs for us. We are the last match in. Yeah, might. Yeah, I'm born the Ursaluna just to get around that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on week number 6.